Have you ever wondered what is the essential gear that I need in order to make great sounding gospel music? If you have, you are in the right place. My name is Kel Bailey and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here and you are excited about this topic, I need you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So I'm about to go down the list of the essential gear that you need in order to make great sounding gospel music. And not just gospel music, whether you make R&B, pop, whatever it is, I'm going to share with you the basic gear that you need. So number one, I think the most important thing on this list that I'm going to share with you guys is what computer should you get? The computer that I'm going to recommend to you guys is a Apple MacBook. That's what I've been using for the past 10 years. I've been making gospel music, and I think the MacBook is superior to any other brand. I am biased. I know some of you guys may be using Windows, and if that is working out for you, and if you want to go in that route, go for it. But the computer that I'm going to recommend for you guys is going to be an Apple MacBook. So now that we have established the computer that I would recommend is a MacBook, the next question is, what specs should I get? Starting with storage, I'm going to recommend that you get at least 1 terabyte. If you can't afford to get a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte, let's go with the 500 gigabyte MacBook Pro, but get an external hard drive so that you can have more than enough storage. But ideally, you're going to want to get 1 terabyte so you have enough storage to last you for the next 3 or 4 years minimum, you know? The next spec we are going to go over is RAM. Now, you may be wondering, what is RAM? RAM basically is how fast can your computer process the information that you're trying to give to it. So as an example, if you are running a huge Logic session, if you only have 8 gigabytes of RAM, your computer is going to keep on getting choked up and it's going to keep on giving you error messages and stopping the session. The more RAM you have, generally speaking, when you're running heavy software, the more smoother your MacBook is going to run. So at a bare minimum, I would recommend that you get 16 gigabytes of RAM. I only say that because I ran 16 gigabytes of RAM for 5 or 6 years before I upgraded to 64 gigabytes of RAM. But at a bare minimum, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Ideally, you're going to want to get 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes of RAM if you can afford it. The next thing is audio interfaces. What audio interface do I recommend? I recommend a Focusrite 4i4. You can get a Focusrite 2i2, but the audio interface is basically going to be your sound card. So basically what that means is all of your audio on your computer is now going to be routed to that audio interface. So that Focusrite 4i4 or that Focusrite 2i2, that's going to now be your sound card essentially. And the reason why audio interface is important, it is so that your audio can be more clean and clearer. And if you need to plug up a hardware synthesizer like a Kronos or a Phantom or a Nord, you're going to want to be able to plug into an audio interface. That's going to be the best way to do it. The next essential piece of gear you're going to want to get is a MIDI keyboard. Now, the MIDI keyboard is going to be the keyboard / piano that you're going to be using to play in your DAW of choice. So therefore, when you want to play out a piano melody or make a beat, you're going to be using this MIDI keyboard. And I know for some of you, you already know what a MIDI keyboard is. I just want to break it down and explain it for those of you that are new to this process and you're wondering, what is a MIDI keyboard? Now, the MIDI keyboard I would recommend is any MIDI keyboard made by Native Instruments. I've played just about all of their MIDI keyboards and you can't go wrong with any of them. If you want to check out the one that I use in my studio, you can click the link below, and by using that link, you can support me and support this channel some more. Next thing that I'm going to recommend that you get is, if you can't afford studio monitors, I'm going to recommend that you get some good sounding headphones. The headphones that I'm currently using is made by, I'm going to mess up the name. I think it's called Beyerdynamic. They have this cushion around them that makes it really, really feel good to just have these headphones on for hours at a time. The next essential piece of gear that you're going to need to have is studio monitors. Now, you don't have to have studio monitors, but if you want to be able to hear your music without just listening with headphones on, getting some studio monitors is a really, really great upgrade that you can get that will help you out a lot. The studio monitors that I've been using for the past couple of years is the JBL 305s. They are budget-friendly studio monitors, and I highly recommend that you guys check them out. They've been great to me so far. The last thing we are going to go over is what DAW should you use? What digital audio workstation should you be using to create gospel music? This is me being biased again, since I recommended that you guys go with the Apple MacBook Pro. I'm going to have to recommend an essential software to have is Logic Pro X. I think Logic Pro X is one of the best DAWs out there. Now, I am very biased because I'm very comfortable in Logic, and Logic is one of my favorite DAWs to use, especially for producing gospel music. But I would highly recommend that you guys check out Logic Pro X. That is an essential software that I think you have to have. And the great thing about Logic Pro X is it comes with a ton of sounds in there already preloaded. So you don't have to worry about having to upgrade to get a new sound library anytime soon. But if you want to expand your sounds and get more sounds after you get Logic, that's when my website will come into great play. And you can go on my website and check out all of the fun sounds that I have created. Another DAW that you should check out that you're in the market and you're trying to decide which software to use, I would recommend GarageBand. That's the light version of Logic. Or I would recommend Ableton Live. Ableton Live is a great software to use for recording music, and some people swear by Ableton Live. I love Ableton Live when I'm actually using it live for church, but I don't really care for recording in Ableton when I'm in the studio. It's something about the workflow that I haven't gotten used to, and that's because I haven't really spent a lot of time in there recording. But check out Ableton Live. It may work out really, really great for you. But I highly recommend Logic Pro X. I would say these are the essential things that you need to get up and running and making gospel music in 2024. If I left out anything, if I forgot to mention any software or any piece of gear, please comment down below in this video and tell me what you think about this list that I gave you guys. Let me know if you think it's a great starting point. Honestly, what I just wanted to do with this video is kind of give you guys information and let you guys go and check out the gear that I talked about and do your own research as well. Any of the gear that I went over in this video, you can check out in the link below. That link does support my channel and support me, so go check it out. And if you decide to purchase something, make sure you use that link. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This video was fun. In the next video that I'm going to make pertaining to essential gear that you need to make gospel music, I'm going to go over all of the software I would recommend for beginners or people that are looking to expand their sound libraries for their DAW. I'm going to go over software I recommend, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that video. And please stay tuned and check out the video that YouTube is recommending for you to watch next. Thank you guys again for watching this video. We are out.